Om Shanti, 29th August 2021. Avyakt Murli, Madhuban, Avyakt Babdada Om Shanti, Revised Course, 12th March 1988. The title of the Avyakt Murli is Three Types of Love and the Specialities of the Children who have love in their hearts. Today, Babdada is seeing his loving, cooperative and powerful children. Underline loving, cooperative and powerful, who are full of all these three specialties, because those who are equal in all of these three specialties are number one among the special souls. Be loving, also be cooperative in every task, and along with that also be powerful. Be loving, be cooperative in every task, and along with that be also powerful. Everyone is loving, but within love, first is love from the heart. First is love from the heart. Second is love at a time when it is convenient. Third is love compelled by time or the situation. So these three categories of love, three stages of love, Baba is describing. The speciality of those who are loving with their heart is that they will always easily and naturally experience all relationships and attainments from the God. So all relationships and attainments from one God, and they will easily and naturally experience all relationships and attainments. So this is the highest form of love, highest stage. Babdada says, when the father in the form of the teacher is teaching an elevated study and the relationship of the teacher is not experienced at that time, because that soul begins to celebrate a meeting and has a conversational chit chat with Baba as a friend, then that one's attention would not be on the study. So if at a time of studying someone says, I am having a very powerful experience of the stage beyond sound, is that right at the time of studying? Because at that time the Father in the form of the teacher has come to enable you to claim an elevated status through this study. At that time, when the role is that of the teacher, the role of a godly student life is accurate. This is known as recognizing the relationship according to the time and experiencing the attainment of love according to that relationship. Exercise your intellect with this. Let your intellect be stable in whatever form and stage that is needed whenever it is needed. So Baba is emphasizing on experiencing the particular relationship at the right time, as per the right time. When someone has a heavy body or is carrying a burden, he is not easily able to mold his body as he would like. In the same way, if someone has a gross intellect, that is, if there is a wasteful burden or wasteful rubbish of one sort or another on the intellect, if there is one impurity or another, then the person with such an intellect, such a gross intellect, would not be able to mold his intellect whenever he wants. That is why, now listen carefully, that is why a very clean, deep, that is an extremely subtle, divine, unlimited, and broad intellect is needed. बहुत अच्छी, गहरी, स्टेबल, सटल, अति सूक्ष्म, दिव्य बुद्धि, बेहद बुद्धि और विशाल बुद्धि is needed. Only those with such intellects, very clean, deep, extremely subtle, divine, unlimited and broad, will be able to experience all relationships whenever they want and also experience their form according to the relationship. So Baba has given us this jewel of knowledge. All are loving, but the ones who experience the love of all relationships according to the time remain constantly busy in those experiences. They remain merged in love due to the attainment from each relationship. They remain so absorbed that no obstacle of any type could make them bow down to it. This is why they automatically experience the stage of an easy yogi. This is known as a number one accurate loving soul. Because of the love, such souls automatically receive help at the right time from the Father in every task. Because of this reason, they experience constant, immovable, unshakable, and imperishable love. Again, important, underline. Such children experience constant, immovable, unshakable, and imperishable love. Do you understand the speciality of a number one loving soul? So, we all are number one loving souls. We will check ourselves. Today, you have heard about love. You will then be told about cooperation being powerful. All three are necessary. Baba says, all of you are such loving souls, are you not? You have this practice, do you not? You are able to stabilize your intellects wherever and whenever you need, are you not? You have controlling power, do you not? This is because ruling power comes when there is first controlling power. How can someone who cannot control himself control the kingdom? So this is why the practice of the power of controlling the self is required from now on. Only then can you have a right to a kingdom. Do you understand? Acha. To the children from all four directions who have love in their hearts, to the children who constantly have a divine, broad, and unlimited intellect, to those who constantly experience the angelic stage equal to Brahma Baba and who attain success in service and self-progress at a fast speed, to those who are constantly cooperative and who experience the Father's cooperation as a right, to such special souls who are to become equal to Baba points from the rest of the Murli. Baba talked about a carefree emperor stage. Constantly carefree emperor is one who has handed over all responsibility. What is there for you to worry about? When you take the responsibility on yourself, you have to worry about what will happen, how it will happen. Whereas once you hand over everything to the Father, then who should be worrying, you or the Father? The Father is the ocean. He will have nothing to worry about. So the Father is carefree, and the children are also carefree. So whatever actions you are to perform, before performing those actions, think of yourself as a trustee. So underline the word before. Before performing those actions, that is when doing the preparations. So one of the important preparation is think of yourself as a trustee. Nirmit, Nirman or Nirmal. Nimit, Nirman, Nirmal. That is a trustee. The Nirman is without ego or egoless. And Nirmal, without any waste. Clean and clear, pure. So a trustee does all the work with a lot of love but doesn't have any burden. A trustee means that everything belongs to the Father. So there is great attainment when you say yours and you also remain light. All the work will be done well because as is your awareness, so will be your stage. Very, very important. Underline. As is your awareness, so will be your stage. Smriti say sthiti. Yours means to have the awareness of the Father. This is not just an ordinary great soul, Mahanatma, but the Father Himself. So when you have said yours to the Father, the work will turn out well and your stage will always be carefree. Even though the Father is offering you to give Him the worries, you still don't accept the offer. What can be said? The Father's offer is let go of the burden. Therefore, be constantly carefree and from your own experience, show others the way to be carefree. Bab Dada says, when you take away someone's burden or worries, he will give you blessings from his heart. So you yourself are a carefree emperor, and you will also receive blessings filled with good wishes from others. So you are an emperor. You are an emperor of imperishable wealth. Underline. What would an emperor be concerned about? Perishable emperors have concerns, but this is imperishable stage. Acha? You have the experience of both imperishable happiness and temporary happiness, do you not? Bapdada says temporary happiness is the happiness you receive from the physical things, whereas imperishable happiness is godly happiness in company of the God. So which is the best happiness of all? Once you have found godly happiness, perishable happiness automatically follows. For instance, Bapdada gives an example. When someone is walking under the sun, his shadow follows him. Whereas those who chase after a shadow don't receive anything. So, those who go towards godly happiness automatically have temporary happiness following them like a shadow. They don't have to labor. It is said when anything is done in the name of God, all interactions are successful. In the same way, godly happiness is something in the name of God, Paramarth, and perishable happiness is that of worldly interactions, Vyavhar. In God's name, worldly relationships, interaction work out automatically. So constantly stay in this experience through which you can receive both. Otherwise, you would only receive from one side, and that would also be perishable. Baba says, when you receive godly happiness, you become constantly happy. There is no name or trace of sorrow. Thank you, Shiv Baba. Vardhan Blessing, may you become constantly powerful by reducing your weight of waste with churning power. May you become constantly powerful by reducing your weight of waste with churning power. Explanation: souls are carrying the weight of waste. What kind of waste? Waste thoughts, waste words, waste actions. Souls become heavy because of these. Now reduce this weight. In order to reduce this weight, stay constantly busy doing service and increase your churning power. Souls will become powerful with churning power. Just as blood is made by digesting your food and it then works as energy, in the same way, the power of souls increases with their churning. So, churning power is very important. It becomes power. Souls will become powerful with churning power. The power of souls increases with the churning power. Slogan: the time of those who make their nature easy is not wasted. The time of those who make their nature easy is not wasted. Thank you, Shiv Baba. So today the soul take this pledge. Shiv Baba, I will make my nature easy. Swabhav Nirmal, Trustee, Nimit, and egoless, soul conscious, Nirman, so that my valuable time is not wasted. I will reduce my weight of waste with churning power and experience powerful stage constantly. Thank you, Shiv Baba. Have a great day. Om Shanti.